The Moody Medal actually became something that we cherish and wanted to present to other people just because it carries the namesake of Reverend Mary Moody, who really is a champion for Mid-City. She spent a great deal of time looking out for those less fortunate and ultimately could always see better in people and felt as though that we could do better and always wanted to make sure that somebody was fighting for the small guy.
What was very clear early on was the very Reverend Mary Moody had such a love and a dedication to all neighborhoods, but especially those underserved neighborhoods. What is remarkable about John and Virginia Noland is that they knew that deep down and they embodied that very belief and that dedication.
It takes a unique individual, a unique couple, to sort of engage in work that asks that very question. What can we do better? Can we do differently? And I would say the pioneering work that was done in the early 90s with John and Virginia's assistance put that question on the table. And it put it on the table in front of individuals that really didn't have that conversation. That wasn't a part of the dinner conversation. And it takes courage, it takes strength, it takes wisdom.
What I love about John Noland is actually what I think he finds frustrating is his impatience with the speed of progress in redevelopment work. He knew back in early 1990s that this was going to be a difficult road and that it would not be quick. But he, even with his impatience, he stuck with it. And to have someone of his dedication and his commitment and his ability to bring people together, bring them in the same room to look at what is best for our community, and he has continued to fight.
One of my fondest memories of Virginia was when John Carpenter and I put her in the backseat of my pickup truck and went down to New Orleans to go and walk a site, walk a project, walk a neighborhood that was under construction. And we enjoyed that day, and it was that sort of, pull yourself up and let's get it going and no excuses that the Nolands exhibit. Virginia has her style and John has his style, but together, they're the first family and the first couple of redevelopment of Baton Rouge.
After the first 7 years of Mid-City's existence, I transitioned to a different role, and Virginia Noland had agreed to become the chair of Mid-City Redevelopment's board of directors in January of 1999. So in a time of crucial transition, we had a leader, Virginia Noland, who is one of the most thoughtful leaders that I know, that she is not going to make a decision quickly or without a lot of thought and consideration, but when she needs to make a decision, she makes a decision.
If you're old enough, you can remember when Mid-City was thriving. But I also recognize that over the course of many years from those particular moments to today, that things were not so great. And in order for us to turn those things around, it really takes community champions that are going to get behind the effort to say, we can do better, we will do better. And the best way to show that you will do better is when you put your money behind some of the things that you want to see happen. We definitely appreciate what John and Virginia did when they reached out to Mid-City Redevelopment and invested in our real estate work. It really gave us a new opportunity to make significant changes here in Mid-City.
Mid-City has gone through many different iterations, and it's easy now. You see everyone sort of jumping in, right? Real estate values are going up. Popularity has gone through the roof. But what's tough is those early adopters, right? Those early people who get the vision. And I would dare say in that early on group, Chris Barnett, Tom Sawyer, John and Virginia. And those are the tough individuals to sort of bring on. But we could not have been more blessed at Mid-City Redevelopment than to have John and Virginia as early adopters of Mid-City.
When you think locally today, who's around and bringing about that same spirit, you really do think about John and Virginia Noland, who have really given of themselves when they didn't have to. I mean, they actually have always been in the conversation, investing in the various causes, the various things that are related to changing our community here. So that's what makes them two very special people.
John and Virginia Noland have the love for this, the commitment, and the deep desire to see us have Baton Rouge as a better, thriving, loving community.